All righty, we are officially live. We've got some pretty cool stuff to share with you guys here today because, well, we're going to new here. We're going to do it every single month, and we are going to be basically reporting our earnings from this channel. I'll also show you the bigger channel too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to really open up the dashboard and just show you the earnings. A lot of times people don't as how AdSense works. AdSense, if you guys are brand spanking new, it's your ad revenue that's being based off of your views. All right. What we're going to do though today is we are going to in the house here real quick. Let me go ahead and get him in here. We're going to go. There I am. We're going to go ahead and we're going to break this down and really more than just showing you the numbers. People are like, oh, you know, everyone's showing their numbers. And it's like, okay, what I want to do though is I want to break down the individual numbers. And I want to show you that not all video views are created equal. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take you line by line or video by video, and I'll show you the breakdown and how we got this $1,294, which is really cool. Because Scotty, when was it that we officially got monetized? It was in was it in August?
Yeah, it was beginning of August. It took 83 days.
83 days. Under 90 days, got monetized. Now, when we first got monetized, and I'll show you guys real quick here. If you look here, $5, $4, $5, right? $3, you know, $4. You know, we had a little big day here, $25. Then it came, right? So these are the days. Okay. So it's pretty same. And then we had some activity here, which we'll show you guys this activity and we'll show you what this is all about. This was our biggest day to date, $141.51, which is pretty darn good. I'll take that. But we're going to break this down because if we scroll down here, we can see a lot of this here. Okay. And this is like how much you're getting paid per thousand. This is an average. We also have the lives that we can talk about here. This is how much you're getting paid per live. So a lot of people don't, this is all different for different channels. I'll show you our bigger channel too. And I'll show you how that breaks down. But if you look right here, we started in August, $223.09. September was $182.52. And then if I $64.22 for October and November so far is $298.08. All right. So that's cool. But what I want to do is I want to break down the individual numbers. All right. And just to kind of throw it out there, I'll go ahead and I'll share this channel too, just so you guys can see. So this here is our main channel. This one's at 54,304 for the last 365. But if you look here, okay, yeah, we're doing $100 days here. Got a day here. We did, where is it? 7, you know, some pretty good days. We had a little bit of a dip here. Then we go up again, up into here, which we had a $400 day. Yeah, 407, right? But whenever I tell people, like, don't count on that ad money, they don't believe me. This is if you're still getting it. What if you got it banned? You know, your account got banned or shut down or something. This stuff goes away completely. But anyway, this is the bigger channel. This is, like I said, this is the revenue breakdown and stuff, but we'll show you that into deeper details here. This is the last 6 months, but we'll go 12 months. But you can see here, June was 4,200. This is 36, 39.99, almost 4, 34, almost 35, and then 35. So you can see that, but you're going to see another month that I had was like $6,500. But then the cool thing over here, we can also see the videos that drove most of the money. And look at this, guys. One video, $5,500. That's pretty good.
Take that.
Pretty good, right, Scotty?
I'll take that.
Now, before we do jump in, though, just check live. These are the live streams that we do every week. $17,524 just from lives. And then here it did 23.52, and that's what we call the RPM. That's the earnings per about that in a little bit because that varies. And I'll dig into the best performing video and show you what that looks like. I just wanted to kind of tee it up here a little bit. But what we're going to do, though, is Scotty and I talked about it. We're going to start doing monthly, where every month we'll come in and we'll basically do a full update on this channel. Okay. The growth, but also didn't do so good. And we'll talk about it. Let me know in the comments right now, how many of you are already monetized? Say yes or no in the comments. Let us know if you're monetized yet. And if you guys have any questions for us, drop them in the comments. Looks like we got about 28 people on with us already live. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good start. And then, yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. All right, Scotty, where you want to go with this stuff going on here that we could dive into? And I know it's all going to be the revenue stuff. We probably should talk a little bit about our titles and views workshop that we're doing this weekend.
Yeah, because first thing before you're even monetized, you got to get monetized, right? So
yeah, I think the first thing you got to do is get to your first 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours. And I think the biggest thing there is how do I get views? Well, after doing this for over 15 years, it's to be all how-to stuff, like how to, you know, weed a garden, like all that stuff. It's still that, but it's not nearly as important. And it all does have to come down with your titles. Scotty and I are doing a full workshop this weekend, this Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And we're calling it the Titles and Views Workshop, because literally pulling back the curtain, and him and I are going to be picking our next 5 titles live. And we're also going to show you the processing to find titles and to find really strong titles that also can reach. If you guys are interested in that, go ahead and put workshop in the comments and we'll send you the link to that. Now, there is a fee associated with this one. We are going to be spending about 2 hours with you. It's going to be a more of a closer group, but it's right now, the time of us doing this, it's $27. So basically less than $15 an hour for Scott. So yeah.
Hey, real quick, in the comments, put if the audio is going in and out for you. I see 2 people said that, and it's going out in and out for me. So that's why I was saying that earlier.
So it's me? You think it's on my end?
Well, I mean, you're the host.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's 3 people saying it's going in and out.
All right. Let me out of here, and then or actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and just unplug and try to plug back in or switch the audio sources. So hang tight, guys. This is why it's live. This is all good. I'm going to switch it over to the default.
Well, you know what? If you want to work in the background, I can go over some things right now.
Well, I'm right here. So I mean, how's that sound? That's the official MacBook Pro microphone.
Yeah, it's not as good, but right now you sound better. And you look actually more clear. What are you guys seeing? Because they were saying you were looking blurry.
That just cleaned itself up. Let me go back to the other mic now. All right. 1 2 1 2 3 testing 1 2 1 2 3. See how we do this, guys? Little test. Is the audio still in and out? Let me know.
As of right now, it's still good.
Okay. Cleared up. Someone just
good.
In the front row with Mike. He's clear now. He's clear.
It just started doing it again.
Did it really? Mm-hmm. So weird. All right, let me unplug this here real quick.
It's off now.
Testing 1.
You can tell the difference in a mic, man. Here you go.
Test. Scott coming in hot.
You sound better, but I mean the audio doesn't sound good.
Test. All right, well, just let me know if it does.
Yeah.
Let me know if it does. Go back.
It just glitched again.
Did it really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here at some point.
See, you're over here talking shit about mine.
I just did a full live and didn't have one problem.
Yeah.
So
problem is you use all the bandwidth for that live stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to see if there's like a connection here that's screwed up, or maybe I got to come back out and back in again. All right. So if you got some stuff to share, Scotty, go for it.
Yeah, you can leave me on. That's fine. Anyway, I'll take over a little bit while he's fixing his connection. But so right now I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up the channel that he wants to go into, which is talking about one of the biggest videos for revenue wise on the bigger channel, and why this is so important on this channel, because it's something that you probably wouldn't expect to really make as much money on compared to some of the other videos. So I'm going to pull that up right now. Let's see. All right. I'm going to share my screen. And let's see. Here we go. All right. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. All right, cool. So we're going to go to this video right here, the second video, because this one's what brought in the most money as far as revenue. Right now, $6,100, right? This was published October 20, 2023. Funny thing about this too, this video was probably, I want to say, right around the time we did the shift to Etsy on that channel, because before, if you know my dad already, it was all about Amazon and private label products and helping brands, businesses. And so we decided to make that shift around this time, which is when this kind of started taking off. And so right here, this video is a reaction video. And this is what a lot of people don't understand, because if you were to say revenue wise, what makes the most money, you probably wouldn't think a reaction video would do that. But the reason this is because there's a lot of components in this. Number one, let's talk about the title. Title is why this Etsy seller got banned and lost it all. Avoid this mistake, right? So now we got a couple things, right? It's almost a negative title in a sense, right? Something negative happened, okay? So she got banned, all right? And then she almost lost, or she did lose it all, and how to avoid it, right? So giving you the problem, but then also giving you a solution for it, right? I think a lot of reaction videos, they don't offer the solution at the end. If you notice, they just react to what happens and that's it. They don't give you the, okay, now this is how you should avoid this, or this is how you can fix this, right? The other thing is, let's tie in now that thumbnail, right? Killer thumbnail. Took a screenshot of her crying during the video and putting that up there, right? Like, now you're hitting the emotions. And if you know, if you're doing research on thumbnails and stuff, you probably hear a lot of content creators saying bringing out the emotion, because you want, as a viewer, you want to feel that, right? You want to feel either compassion. You also want to feel, compelled to listen to what she has to say, and that it relates to the title. And obviously it being such a crazy title as far as like getting banned and losing it all, like that's something that I'd be like, woo, I got to hear what happened. Like, what's the story behind this, right? And here's the other thing. As humans, and this isn't even just for videos, but as humans, we love stories, storytelling. We love that, right? So now you're diving into a story, so people want to stay for the duration of that story, right? And they also now want to hear what my dad, this guy, has to say about what is going on and what happened and why it happened and how to avoid it, right? So all of that kind of compiles all together. You'll notice too, he's done other reaction videos on the channel, which we'll look at, and same thing, did relatively good as far as views and stuff. This one took off, and it's still, look at, this is posted a year ago, and it is still a little over a year ago, and it is still getting 383 views for 48 hours. So, about 150, 160 views a day right now still. I mean, and look at, it's still trending up, which is insane. 4.6K subs, 6,100, and 440,000 views. Reach 5.9 million impressions.
Still hanging good on that click-through rate too, though.
And that's the thing I was going to say. Click-through rate, right? We talk about a good click-through rate is anywhere from, like, we try to stay around 7 to 8, but really 5 to like 7 on a long video is phenomenal.
Well, and as you get more impressions.
Absolutely, because the more impressions you get, your click-through rate goes down. That's how it works, because you get so many impressions, right? So
and it's just a different audience, because they're testing audiences.
Yeah, and just the consistency of it. And then when you see these spikes, that's what we're talking about, is that's testing different audiences. Even when it dips, it's testing a different audience. So like right here, that 2.8%, it might have tested something and that wasn't the right audience, right? So now they're going to try something else, and they're going to continue to do that. This also should let you think about this, is this video, okay, yes, it started out really good, but a lot of videos, like, they still will show up years in advance. And we have other videos that will show you of that, where they can get views. So don't neglect one of those old videos. I would even go back and think, hey, maybe you shot a video and didn't get a lot of views right now. For the heck of it, change the thumbnail, change the title, right? Even if it's a year later, try it, because YouTube is always still pushing videos. But like, I know sometimes it looks like it's dead and it hasn't done anything, but that's because you probably haven't changed anything at that point, and it went to the audiences and didn't get any response from it, right? But you'll probably notice it still might get impression, like even on a small account, it might still get pushed to 30 people a day, right? So if you can win that over and start getting a better ratio on that, then you might be able to get more views on that as well. So, but again, this is an old video, still getting views and money, right? And then our top videos right here. Another thing with this, okay, this is a guide, okay? So it's pretty much like a guide to starting out on Etsy, right? Here's the thing. I want you to look at the title. If I start a new Etsy shop in 2023, I do this. I want you to go look right now. Just look up. You can look up this. You can look up anything that starts with I have, or if I started a blank, I do this. You're going to see thousands on different niches of that title. But we put it in the Etsy niche because no one was doing that, right? And so this is what we're talking about. And this is actually what's going into our workshop that we're going to be doing on Saturday, where we are literally finding all these outlier titles. And all you have to do is put your niche in there. And then you're going to be able to, again, find these winning titles, right? And without even really having to do the work, we're going to be showing you it. Now, like, again, if I started this, we did a recent one on here that was, if I started a new YouTube channel, I do this, right? You can put this in any niche. If I started a new garden in 2025, I do this. Like, and the crazy thing is that this is a year old and people are still using it and still getting views on that as an outlier in these small channels. We did it on here. So that's the other thing I want you guys to get out of that is just, number one, the importance of the titles, but titles don't go away. If any of you are fans of like Mr. Beast, or Mr. Beast, I know everyone talks about him because he's, the most sub-2 person. If you ever listen to any of his interviews that he's done, he's been on Colin Salim and all of them. One of the things he talked about was he goes back to videos that's not even his, other old videos, and that he sees titles that are doing good and he reconstructs them because he knows it worked. And he's not about reinventing the wheel. He's about making it better. And so if you look at any of his videos now that are the $1 versus $1 million, or, dollar dinner versus $100 dinner, dollar steak versus $100 steak, those videos, and he'll say it in his videos or in his, interviews, they do the best for him. But the crazy thing is that video is the same one that was done almost 10 years ago from a couple other creators. And he's just reinventing it, but making it to the extreme, right? But now I'm not saying make it to the extreme. I'm saying make it in your niche now, because it's already proven itself. Why try something new that hasn't worked? Reconstruct something that works, and then you'll have a better chance of getting those views. So I went a little tangent there. I was just
you did. I gotta reel you back because the title of this was Update YouTube Revenue Breakdown from Small Channels. So we're gonna dig into that. But Scotty got a little crazy, and that's the thing, right? It's like that's what we're gonna be doing this weekend, this Saturday. If you guys are interested in joining the workshop, there is a fee associated with it, very inexpensive, under $30. And Scotty and I are going to be doing some title research ourselves, and we're going to be teaching our process, and we're going to be giving a lot of different examples, and also workshopping with attendees. So if you want to join us, just comment workshop, and we'll make sure that we get you the information, so you can go ahead and grab a ticket. How am I doing, Scotty, on my audio?
Sounded better.
I'm not glitching at all.
Not that I've noticed yet. You're good right now.
Well, you would have noticed because you'd have let me know. So let's just say that. All right. Let me go ahead and let me pull up my screen with the real. Now you were showing some good stuff though. I mean, those are some chunky videos with some chunky paydays, which I like. So this is live video school. Okay. And you can see back here, we were not back to here, August 9th, I think it is. I went back 90 days. Let me go back a little further. I'll just do 365 so we get the full number. Yeah, so you can see right here, like August 7th, we weren't, and then August 8th, but we were actually monetized back in here. We just weren't getting paid yet. It wasn't like turned on yet. All of this too, if you're looking at this going like, how come all this is back here? This video was created and left. So this was going to be like a shorts channel that we created, but we ended up not doing anything with it. So we just, so instead of creating a brand spanking, like got to go through, create a Gmail account, all that stuff, we just kind of reused this one. So we didn't start actively posting on it until here.
And there's another reason for that though, too.
The reason.
Yeah, we don't know if this is just what we believe. We don't know this is 100% true, so don't quote us on this. But we've noticed that taking accounts that we call seasoned accounts that have been active, whether it's an old account you used to look videos up on or whatever, or even post one video and then you never use it again, using that again rather than a new one, we've noticed has done pretty good. We have a friend that he's in the Lego niche, and he created a channel, posted maybe a couple of videos, didn't post for a year, came back and posted and was getting thousands of views on all of his new videos. And we believe it's because it was in a seasoned account.
It could be. I don't think that if someone started a YouTube channel a year before they could get traction.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Look at your sports card hustler channel that you guys did with your guys there. Right?
That thing's killing me.
No, but you still started it, and then you had some videos that did okay. So I just think it could help that it's seasoned, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary that you have to wait until you get it seasoned before you can think that you're going to get views. I think there's definitely anyway, let's kind of get into it, because what I really wanted to break down with you guys was like, this is the number right now, which is great, right? Like 1208, awesome. Okay. But this is what I want you to pay attention to here. And I don't know, can I draw my screen today? It was giving me fits the other day. I wonder if I can. Hey, look at that. So that guy right there, is that showing up for you, Scotty?
Yep.
Yeah. So that right there, $7.32 revenue for every 1,000 views, RPM. Okay. That's basically what we're getting paid. That's after YouTube takes its cut. Okay. If you see CPM, that's before they take their cut. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. I'll dig into that. That's what we're doing here, right? So this is based off of right here. This number right here is based off of views. And this is the average RPM. Okay. And the reason why I say average is because there's some of them that can be quite a bit higher. And that's what I wanted to share with you, because this is what can make you or lead you to create more content around that topic. All right. So let me show you what I mean here. I'll open up actually right here. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm going to open this up. And then what we do is we can kind of really get into the nitty gritty. Okay. So now you see this is RPM right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here to this plus sign, and I am going to add, it already says CPM. Why isn't that showing? Or RPM, I guess. That's already showing CPM. I want CPM too. Let's see. Here it is right here. Okay. It must just not be because it's 90 days old or whatever. That's odd that's for me. That always shows up. That's interesting. Let me go 28 days and see if that does it.
But if you want to just one video at a time, you can do it.
So, okay. Well, let's just do this then. Let's look at the high RPMs. Then that's telling us how much we get paid per 1,000 views. So like this one right here, or actually this one right here.
No, could keep going down.
Oh, this one. Okay. $25. Let's see. $50. Let's see. Bigger ones anywhere? No. $203. That's not true. That's not right. It might be, but they're not going to give you that on thousands of views. I got 4 views on it, made 81 cents. Let's see here. $43. So do you see what we're doing here though, guys? Like each video is individualized. People think, oh, if I just get across my channel, I might get $10 RPM and that's going to be what I'm going to get. No, it's made up of all of these individual videos. So you can also see here that every video is contributing now. Now, not everything is still getting views. But you can see this video made $100. This made $319. This made $99, $58, $25. This is in a 28-day period. So now let's dig in here, go into the analytics of this one. And is that showing up, Scotty? Video analytics?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, cool.
You're still getting a little choppy, but that's on my end. I don't know if that's everyone.
It probably is then. Am I getting choppy?
Like I said, it comes and goes. It's
all
like
right. Well, just let me know if it does. So this is the last 28 days. I think. No, it's since published. Okay, let's just go with. Now check this out though. Last hour, this thing had a spike. Got 36 views. This video was published October 30th. What's that? About 9 days ago? Is that right? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Because there's 31 days in October. Days. We're at the 7th. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They're saying it's choppy.
They are? All right. I might have to go over to the. I'm going to have to switch this out to my mixer upstairs once I get done here. I'll do that. Let me go ahead and let's see. You're probably going to hear me, but it probably sounds a lot.
Yeah, I can hear you though.
Let me know if it gets choppy.
Okay.
Can you hear it okay though?
Yep.
All right. We'll fix the mic situation another time. All right, let me go back. Okay. So this video, okay, if we go down into, well, no, that's not what I want to do. Right here, revenue. So if I go into revenue, this video is getting paid $10.64 since it's been uploaded. Okay. Right
CPM
here, how much advertiser pays. So this is actually getting $22.73 on the playback. Let me go right here. This is where I am right now. Okay. So it's getting $22.73. Now we're not getting that because YouTube takes their cut, right? And they're taking their cut and we're getting that, right? That's what the average is. But now if we do this now, let me do this real quick. If I go into here and let's just say, well, the last 7 days is going to give me that about the same probably. Oh no, it's 1105. So it went up a little bit and this went up a little bit. So you can see it's going to vary. So if we go here, you can see this video did $17.11 this $20.61 that day, $21.31, $10.20, $10.56, and $6.30. Now you see November 5th, today is the 7th. So this is 2 days behind. Okay. So not bad. But my point in this is I want you to realize that video understanding like what videos performed well. And to get there, guys, just go into analytics, go into revenue, and you can kind of sort through that. So last 28 days, that's that. 9/20/20 average. Now check this out though. Here's the live. So lives were getting paid about the same. 816, maybe a little bit less. It's usually a little bit more. It's interesting. Let me go last 90. Actually went down 626. But now check this out. Let me go over here. This is the Brand Creators channel. All right. And our lives are getting 2352.
Hey, I'm not over there yet.
Didn't share it yet. Okay, there it is. Can you see it now?
Yep.
So check this out. Let me get my little marker up here. So I'm right here. And if you look, it's $23.52. That's for lives. That's all I did is I just selected the live. Okay. You're going to want to switch back to your videos. If you're doing shorts, you'd go in here. We did shorts a while back, just testing them. Excuse me. They don't do good because they only pay 15 cents, so you need a lot of views in order to make that work. But I want you guys to just also look at this real quick. This is the bigger channel, by the way. This is for the year. All right. So this is for the year. And I want you to pay attention to this. $6,385 or $88.50. That's in April. And then November was here. So if you were banking on, I made $6,000, let's quit. Let's do it. I'm screaming. Right? They fluctuate all over the place. So you can't base what you can do to quit your job or anything like that by these numbers. So I really just want to show you that, because people think that you had a really good month. You know, like you might be thinking, man, if I can make $4,000 in a month, I'm going to quit my job. And you're like, wow, that's awesome. And then you lose money. You know, don't lose it, but you don't make as much. So you just it's like if you had a job and then you got a paycheck, and then the week after or the month after paycheck and it's $600 short. You're gonna be like, wait a minute here. I'm banking on that 600. I'm sorry, but you're on a floating scale. It's going to go up and down. So I just think it's important to understand that, but I also think it's important to understand this here. That's your RPM of what you're earning. And then once we understand that, we can also then drill into certain, right? So like in this case, I can go, okay, let me look here. Let me expand. Let's see here. Come on, internet. Let's see. My internet might be laggy today. Maybe that's my problem.
I told you, that's what I think it is, your internet.
But if we were to look, try it one more time. If we were to go into these videos individually, let's just say that we went in here and we go, okay, cool. We're going to look at this video and we're going to look at the revenue. And we're going to say, okay, how did this perform? It did $13.90. Oops, let me go ahead and get this going here. Look down here, right? It did $13.90 average. Average. The thing to take away. If we go here, let's see details here. That's that. That's for that date range, right? That's for cents uploaded. Let's see what it did. I don't know. Let's see what it did the last 90 days. $9.45. Right? So it went down. Right? Let's see what it did the last 28 days. It went up. And lastly, let's just play with this and do last 7 days. 1367. So it went up. Cool. But you can't guarantee that. You know, you just can't, you can't guarantee that. But you can also get intel and say, like, I'm back over now to the live video school one. So if I wanted to go in here and go, okay, I wonder what videos did the best, right? Up. And then we start looking at these numbers over here, the RPMs. So if we're looking over here, I don't think I can sort. Can I sort that by highest? I don't think I can. But if I go here, I'm looking right here. Like, okay, what performed well? So this one here did pretty well. That one, right? It did $9.44. What was the topic? It was Gen X. Maybe I do some more on Gen X because number one, I can speak to that, but it also earns more. You know, I'm just giving you examples on how you can kind of look at the data. Anything you want to add to that, Scotty?
Yeah. Again, it definitely is going to depend on your niche though. So like, you're not going to know like until you start hitting, you know, monetization and then you start getting paid, because it's like, you're not going to choose what niche. I mean, you kind of are, but you're not at the same time what niche you're kind of in as far as what advertisers are looking for. Because like right now, like you're in that niche for, you know, Etsy and stuff like that in business, right? E-commerce, which is a more, you know, they pay a lot more advertisers do because there's a lot more money going out, you know, for all different ads, you know, for courses and all of that. Right. But if you're in like I was in the sneaker niche when I was on my other channel, right? My RPMs were like $3 and sometimes less. Mm-hmm. So it just depends. In live video school right now, we're around $6 to $8, somewhere in there, maybe 10. Like we're in that range, right? Still not as high as the e-commerce one. It varies. So that's why it's like you can't depend on, you know, the ad revenue, because before you even get into your YouTube channel, you might not be making, what you think you could be making on ads unless you get so many views. But like, then you're banking that you need to get that many views every time. Wouldn't you like to where you only have to get a small amount of views and still be able to have something on the side, whether it's affiliate sales, whether it's a sponsorship, whether it's a private product, or a product that you have that you're selling. Like, now it makes everything a lot easier, because now it's like you don't really need all the views. You just need new views. That's really it. New people coming in. And that's what, honestly, that's like our whole thing on this channel right here is, yes, it'd be so cool to get this thing to 100,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's the goal. But number one, that's not going to, like, we hit 100,000 on the other channel that hasn't really done anything different. It hasn't done anything. It's just cool. You get a plaque. It's cool. It's awesome. Right. But ad revenue wise, there's no change. Views, subscribers hasn't changed. Right. And so on this channel, our goal is just to get, right now, 1,000 views a video. That's our goal. Get 1,000 views a video, because we know out of those 1,000, we're probably getting 700 to 800 new people every time that comes in. Even though we have almost 7,000 subscribers, 90% of them are all new. So now we're like, okay, we can start getting them into our ecosystem. And that's why we drop, some of our, our playbooks and stuff. We have the 100K roadmap. We have the hooks, right? And so then we collect emails. So now it's like we're more about collecting the emails than we are about getting the views for the ad money. That's not our focus. Like, yeah, it's good. It's a good bonus, but we don't bank on that. And I think a lot of new YouTubers, they think, I need to make it big. I need to get a lot of views so I can make ad money. Like that's the process, because no one's talked about this. I don't really think anyone really breaks it down like how we are breaking it down. And that's not just to like toot our own horn, but it's like no one's really transparent on the YouTube realm, because I don't know if they want to give the information out. It's almost like they're gatekeeping it for themselves. And so I'm not saying it's all creators, because some are, some will share that stuff, but it's definitely more rare. And really, if you look it up right now, when you see anything YouTube revenue, how much you want to bet all those videos are just about ads? They don't talk about anything else but ads, right? And that's where you got to figure out, like, okay, look at what they need to do to get that much money, right? It's like they need to pull in. Rely on that. It's just views. Putting up our chat. You're messing around. What's going on?
I wanted to get on the other side. I don't like being on that side.
Just drag it.
No. Okay. Here's the thing I want to do. If you guys got any questions, drop them in there for us. And basically what we're following too, guys, by the way, is what we call our 100K roadmap. It's our little blueprint. If you guys want a copy of that, 100K in the comments. We've got a bunch of you that already downloaded it. Got a bunch of great feedback. But if you guys want to go like an 18-page guide, it's what I've been using basically for the last 15 years, and what I've learned, and kind of distilled it down and put it in there. Let me show you one other thing now that we're talking about that. We kind of already shared like the revenue breakdown. We wanted to show you kind of like what that looks like. We want you guys to know too, like on these live streams, that's what we're going to be doing. Like we don't have a huge agenda other than just we want to show you inside the analytics. We want to do our best to be able to do that. And if you guys are brand new, we had one person in the comments, I don't know, on one of the videos, and it wasn't really a great comment, but they were like, why should I be listening to you? You only have like, at the time it was like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. And I was like, well, obviously they didn't watch the video, because I said in there, a channel that's over 100,000, it's made, more over the years and whatever. And they were, basically just seeing this as like, well, why do you, what gives you the right to teach, or whatever. And again, you're going to get that stuff. But my point is, we have been doing this a while, and the road for us is to really build the audience, right? Build the audience. Shop this Saturday. That's going to talk about titles and getting views, right? That's a part of the roadmap, right? The roadmap is audience attention by showing back up and building an email list, which I'm going to show email numbers here since last week. So if you guys have been following along, you guys can see the numbers growth. We probably want to do that too, Scotty. I was thinking about that on our monthly report. We probably want to include like certain things that we're going to basically plug in. Like we'll do a spreadsheet and we'll do like earnings, you know, new subscribers, new email subscribers, and things like that. Be good for us to track and for other people to see the growth. But with that being said, we're basically following our own roadmap, right? Attention, that's the A, we call it. The R is relationship building, showing up, whether it's doing a live or just showing up and doing more videos, building an email list so you can build that relationship a little bit deeper. How many of you came from the email that I sent out today? I'm curious, just in the comments. Let me know if you came. How did you get here today? Let's just say that. How did you get here? And then the third piece of that is the M, which is basically money. Part of that's ad revenue. We just showed that. We've got affiliate earnings, which we'll give a full report on that in our revenue update. And then the other piece is creating your own little courses. Well, we're doing a workshop this Saturday that is a paid part of that's how we can go deeper with people that are in our audience that want to learn a little bit closer. So basically everything we're doing, we're following it. Got a link. Heartwork by Leslie said. Cool. So let me just share this one last thing, and then we can get ready to rock and roll on out of here. Where is, why can't I share that? Oh, there it is. Cool. Can you see that, Scotty?
You didn't pull it up on the screen yet. You got to add it.
Oh, where am I here? I'm looking at a whole bunch of screens. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So this is our Kit account. It used to be Convert Kit, but now it's just called Kit. And you can see, like right here, these are email subscribers. We had 101 emails in one day. Okay. Another one, 67, 45, 52, 46. Like, look at all these, like what we have yesterday, 52, 56 the day before. We got right now. Okay. Now, 1,299 subscribers, almost 1,300 email subscribers. Now, the crazy thing is we're at about 6,600, I think, YouTube subscribers. 13 of them, or 1,300 of them came over on our email list. And the cool thing is now I get to send emails to them, remind them about this, remind them about maybe a video we did, maybe ask them a question that we can help them with so we can create better content. And then maybe if we have something to offer to sell, we also can do that. That's the power of the email. I don't see anyone going deep on how to do this. I actually did shoot a full video doing it. If you want that, that's in the description. You can just go in the description and there's a one there. It'll say like email tutorial or something like that. But check that out. This is exciting though for me. Over the course of whatever you're doing, this is where you will make the most money, is through email. All right. This is how you will do it. Let me go ahead and go back. I'm going to go back from last Thursday, which would have been the 31st. That was Halloween. That's right. So, does it give me that I added? Doesn't look like it, does it? It just shows this breakdown. All right. Let me get out of here for a second and in full. And let me see. I want to see what we added since last week. Just drop them in the comments. Let's see. Why is that not giving me that number? That should be super easy. I just set the parameters and it should give me that number. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And we'll just do that. Yeah. So it looks like last week, let's see. 331 new subscribers. And right now, this week so far, 175 email subscribers. So that's pretty exciting. All right, cool. So guys, if you find this valuable, do us a favor. And this is the only time that I ever do this, like this. And if you want, you can subscribe. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. We're still going to show up. But this way here, you'll get updates and stuff as far as new videos, which we're trying to post at least 3 to 4 new videos a week. And also we're doing the live. But yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. Let's see here. Oh, cool. Let's see. Where is it? I saw something here.
Yeah, I want to add one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Yeah, so this is actually where to go. I just had it, but I think you just started the one I just did. Was it Thomas's?
No, I didn't start one.
There it is. All right. So Thomas said, I'm not proud of this, which you should be proud of this. I don't know why you're saying you shouldn't be. You should be. But my channel has the most views on YouTube with the least amount of subscribers. Over 3.8 million views, long form, only 5,000 subscribers. You know, while he was talking, I went and looked at your channel. And I mean, if you don't mind me sharing, let me know if you care of me sharing it, because I do want to share it because I think it's great. I mean, you have a video 2 days ago, 22,000 views. You're on average getting 5,000 to 8,000 views a video, which is amazing. It's all on cars. And my thing with you, because obviously right now looks like the only thing you're making any sort of income from on that is from the revenue, the ad revenue. If I was you, because I was looking at your description and it just kind of talks about the video, this is where, especially because he's in the car niche, Dad. So he's kind of like talking about dealerships and stuff like that. In cars. Oh, dude, like you could easily like just have a bunch of affiliate links for like things you add in there that when you're checking out a car, like whether it's, you know, floor mats, tires, like whatever that like goes to either an Amazon account or whatever, have that in there is one thing. And then another thing is all of his videos is pretty much talking about like different cars at different dealerships, and if it's overpriced or if it's too much, like all that, you could easily have some sort of either playbook or whatever on how to find the best cars going into a dealership and how to know if you're getting ripped off or not. Like you could definitely have a checklist, maybe that you call it, that you go through that people could be looking at, you know, when they go through, like, because I mean, I'll tell you that for me, like going in, I wouldn't know going into a dealership if I'm getting a good deal or not, because I know, you know, the people there are trying to wheel and deal, you know, I don't know enough about the cars. Seems like you know a lot about cars and stuff. I think that would be easy to have some sort of free playbook to have them come in. And then that's how you start collecting those emails. And I don't know if Thomas is still on, but if he is, you know, hopefully you hear this. If not,
you know, give us something in the comments that says that it's okay if we share it, and maybe we can do it on the next one.
Yeah, for sure. But that's great stuff, man. And yeah, don't be not proud of that. That's awesome. And again, don't worry about subscriber count. We have hit the first milestone of 100,000, and I can tell you what, like, it's cool. Like plaque, we got a plaque. It's great, right? But you said I can share it. Oh, awesome. He's here. All right, let me share it real quick because honestly, I want to share. It's awesome. Whoops, adding the wrong thing. Hang on. I got to do my other screen.
Oh, just while you're doing that, gray-haired options trader, didn't get your link yet for Saturday. We should be sending that out actually this evening, and definitely first thing tomorrow morning. I'll probably send 2 to 3 emails as a reminder, and I'll send the link directly to the room that we're going to be doing the live workshop. That'll be Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Can't make that. If you guys are signed up or signing up and you can't make it, we're recording it, be available in a private area where you can then access the recordings.
Yep. All right. So here's his account. He's got 5.8K, almost 500 videos. First thing I looked was how old is the account. So 3 years old. Looks like you started doing some shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of talking about cars. But we're going to look at his latest. Number one, I'll give you one thing. You're hitting the whole almost like a Caleb Hammer approach with some of these things, with like the crazy kind of just bold statements in the titles, that's what's driving people to want to click on that video, you know, because you're hitting them with all that, like exposing dealership scams. It's effed, you know, like all that, like that's, if I was into cars, I'd want to know that, or if I was into looking into cars, whatever, right? But so what I did was I went here, so I went to one of your videos and went to the description, right? And so you give a good summary about it, you got your transcript, right? But there's no links whatsoever, right? And that's what makes me think, okay, so you're probably only focused on ads, and you're probably like, and I've read your thing, you're doing this for fun, entertainment, right? But dude, you could probably make a good amount of money on here if you started, doing a couple things differently, as far as like, again, having some affiliate links. You can easily sign up for Amazon affiliates, and I would literally go into stuff like, let's say you looked at whatever, you're looking at, what is this? Toyotas, right? And you can literally on Amazon pick the top ones that you think like, hey, if I had a Toyota, this is what I would use, whether it's a tire, whether it's a rim, whether it's a wheel cover, whatever, like come up with some things that are like are good that you actually, and don't give false stuff out, like stuff that you would actually use or you already have, or you've experienced it because you've worked in, dealerships, and you'd rather have this in a car. And then you have all those links in there. And then again, like I said before, a lot of your stuff is all about dealerships. And it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you pretty much just go into dealerships and then you find out if it's good deals, bad deals, or anything to do with dealerships. So correct me if I'm wrong, do you work in a dealership, or is it just that you're going into dealerships? Because honestly, I love your model, because it's almost like you're documenting. And that's something that we talked about, right? You're going into places and you're documenting.
Well, and okay, here's the other thing that you're doing, which we talked about this the other day, and I got a little bit of heat about doing this the other day, because I did a video on the woman Dodash, who's been blowing up kind of, and people are like, oh, you're just and this, that, and the other. And I was like, no, number one, I'm congratulating her. I think what she's done is great. Secondly, I'm adding value because I've been doing this a long time, and that can get shut off in a second, whatever. But I capitalized on the trend that was happening on a name, right? And so, I mean, we see it like Yankees, the World Series, like any of that stuff, like people are doing to do really well because it's popular. You're in such a great niche because you can talk about the Ford F-150, the electric, the Tesla, the whatever, right? You can go, I mean, every single category is going to be something that people recognize and people are searching for. Or if someone's searching for Dodge, they're going to start seeing your stuff come up. To me, yes, you do have, I don't know what the content is. So I don't know what the play would be for like a sponsor. Like if a sponsor was like, hey, we do car detailing.
I was about to say car detailing probably be big.
Something like that, but it'd have to be in that area. And the thing is this is all over the place. So you really couldn't probably do that, but it could be someone that does a service of something, right? And they want to get in front of your audience, and you're getting videos that got 287. You could easily get $1,000, $2,000 for a mention.
And I'm sure too. Yeah. And I'm sure too that you could probably even find like, and I'm just coming up with this, but I'm sure it's out there, is you could even probably find a company or an app or something that is like, how to find like car detailers in your area, right? Like, how they have it for different, like, I don't know, different types of, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to explain. Like kind of like in sports, right? I play pickleball. There's apps for pickleball. Like there's pickleball around here, right? Or same thing with a dog walker, right? You can go an app like Rover or something and find them all in your area. If you could find an app like that that's already out there, you could also see if they have an affiliate program for that. And then if they do, now you can drop that link in there, right? And not to mention in the future, like he said, you could potentially have a sponsorship with them depending on how big the company is and if that's something they would be interested in. And yeah, I think you hit it spot on, Dad, when you said like using those names, those big names. It's same thing when I was doing my sneaker channel. What did I say in every title? Jordan, Yeezy, whatever. And I would specifically call all of them out. If there was a new Jordan release, I would say the name of that exact Jordan because I know that I would get more views, right? Because that's what people are looking up. They're not looking up, I cleaned this shoe and it looked great. Like, they're not looking up that. But if I clean the Jordan shoe, the Jordan 20 or the Jordan 5s, and I made them look better, like that, there's a better chance of that getting looked up. Same thing with here. Ford, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, like all of that, you're hitting this. So now you're also telling YouTube who to send this to what audience, right? Yep. You're sending them all to the car people.
Art 67 said tires and rims. Yeah, I mean, there's companies out there. You can have your tires and rims delivered to your house, already balanced, already ready to go. You would have to put them on or have someone put them on. He's going to have an affiliate program for that. So I mean, there's a ton, like tires and rims is probably an easy one, and I would just put that in my description. Notice, Thomas, look at our descriptions. If you go to our descriptions, any of you go to our descriptions and you'll see what we're doing.
I'll go right here.
Links.
We'll look it up together.
You might. What's that?
We'll put it up together right here.
Yeah. So if you look at this, so see in the very, very beginning, as soon as he stops messing around here, you could have just did it in the other.
Nah, it doesn't look as good. We want the links. Okay.
It did show the link. Yeah. So if you look right here, right, the YouTube creators 100K roadmap, and then it's got the link, right? Then I got a line break, title hook, swipe file. There it is. If you're interested in the equipment we use, see how it's all broken down and stuff. That's all that you would have to do. You'd be like, if you're looking for rims to, for your new vehicle, this is the one I recommend. If you're looking for a car cover, I'm looking for this one. If you're looking for a Tesla charging, go here. You could literally build out a nice little list of affiliate links. Now you got to disclose that, okay? Which we always do. If you go into our description and you click on a link, I always tell you, you're going to buy me a cup of coffee, Scotty, a cup of coffee, which I'm having mine right now. And I want to appreciate everyone that has went through one of our links or watched one of our videos, because now you got me a coffee and I appreciate it. But that's how you would do it. So I see if you want to build yours off of views, yes, you're going to get ad revenue. And I'm curious, Thomas, what's your RPMs at right now? I'm just curious what it is for this market, because for certain markets, just so we can relay that as information.
Well, according, and I know it's not accurate, but according to Social Blade, I looked it up and it looks like, and usually Social Blade's low. So I would say it's pretty decent. He's probably making a little over $6,000 a month on ads, which would be great.
Yeah, as long as that RPM is what it was. But anyway, yeah, no, I think it's great. I think that's a great niche, and I think you can really leverage the affiliate side, things like Scotty said. So I like that a lot. I want to throw up this here. I'm so blessed. I'm glad you shared about DoorDash. That's how I came across your channel. Awesome. I appreciate that, because the whole idea was to just talk about the accomplishment, and then from there, talk about my 2 cents from doing this for years, not hating on anybody, but just helping. And that's it. That's honestly why I did what I did. So yeah. Autistic Jenny says, I like this advice, or his advice about live streams. I'm just yeah, it can be a little frustrating, or a little scary at first, but first, there's not anybody watching anyway. So if it doesn't go well, you just delete it. You'll be fine. But over time, but live streams are good. I do a live stream on my other channel, Brand Creators, every single week. We do one here now too, but that one there is very strategic, because I do the live stream and then I build out an outline that I cover other topics. And I start with, what do you think I start with first? The title. So I have my title already mapped out, and then I just that segment of the show with that title, and then that becomes the clip. And that's been doing really, really well. Which, by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, we are doing a title workshop this Saturday. It's called Titles to Views. And we're going to basically, Scotty and I are going to be doing our own research for our own titles, but we're going to actually have watching, but also we're going to be teaching and sharing our process, and then also helping some attendees with creating some of their own. So if you're interested in joining us, just put workshop in the comments and we'll send you a link. Anything else, Scotty? We get wrapped up here pretty soon. I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, no, I got to go work out, so we're good.
But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, drop them in there. We're always answering questions. We're always, and I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day. And And then, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know. And if you guys are registered for this Saturday, I'll be sending an email out definitely by the morning, but I'm going to try to get one out here tonight and also tomorrow. And I'll send one to everyone that is registered. So if that's you, keep an eye out for an email. And if you don't, message me, scott@videoschool.com. I believe that is for that.
I want to type that in because you kind of cut out. So just type that part in.
Did I really? So see, I'm cutting out. I'm not even using that other mic now.
I told you it's not the mic. I've been telling you that.
It's interesting. All
It's
right.
your service. See, this is what you get for talking shit about my service. Now you got it.
Listen to him. Listen to him cussing at his father. How dare him? All right, hold on.
Okay, I'll answer this while he's fixing that. Can you answer a question I have about reuse content? Before your channel is reviewed for monetization, can you reuse your own work, content, and videos? I sometimes do that and now trying to clean up. So if you're going to reuse a video, like are you saying like you're going to exactly repost the same video? I wouldn't do that. If you were going to repost like a similar, like an old video that didn't do good and you want to try again, what I would do is I would change something in that video. So kind of like re-edit it, but not really, but you're just putting it back in an editing software, maybe add a couple things different in there, and then export it as a new video and then put it up. So it's not the same video. But if you're just saying like using parts of content in a video, then you won't have any problems doing that. Like you can take clips of something and put it in a new video and it's not going to hurt your channel or anything like that. You'll be fine. Also, if you start doing live premieres where you just have to text chat, that's easier than full-on lives. True. Saturday's class, explain please. So we're doing a workshop on Saturday. It is put that up.
I'm going to pull it up now.
Yeah, it's going to be all about titles and pretty much finding how to, these titles to view. So finding the best titles and how to put it into your niche, and then also how to, produce views from it. So this is the whole outline for it. We've been diving deep into this, finding all these outlier videos. What we mean by outlier videos, these are winning videos that have a low subscriber count. So small channels that are blowing up, that are getting a lot of views. And we're taking ideas from these titles and we're reconstructing them and making them into our niche. So like it's a lot of research. Not a lot of people know how to properly research it without just straight copying someone's video, which is not at all what we teach. So we're going to be diving deep into that, talking about everything as far as, titles, how to find them, like different ways to find them, how to reconstruct it to make it originals, your own content. All of that stuff. We're even going to be doing some live ones where you will watch us actually live, go find some and create them with you guys. And in there's going to be multiple outliers that we're actually going to give you too, that you're going to be able to use yourself.
Yeah. I think it's more about like, not just not catching the fish for you, but actually, teaching you how to catch your own fish. That's how I like to look at it. Right. Like the minute I can teach you or Scotty can teach you to find your own, then you're kind of off to the races. But yeah, it's really about looking at the process, how to find good titles, and then how can you use them in your niche, or find ones in your niche and you create them as your own. You don't copy them, but you use certain elements that have worked. And so that's really what we're going to be doing. This is the first time we're together. I've taught probably hundreds of workshops at this time over my career. This is the first one for this channel. And this is also part of our 100K roadmap that we share. It's the M version, or the money area, I should say. So we're following our own blueprint. And so, this channel's young. It's like, but right now we've had people ask us if we would do any coaching or any one-on-ones or any consulting. And we don't do that as of yet, but we are going to do a little workshop right now. This will be our first thing, working with a live group. And we're also going to record it though. So if you can't make it, we will record it and then you'll be able to watch it later if you need to. But we're really excited. And We're just going to kind of peel back the curtain and kind of get it, walk away ourselves with 5 new titles, guaranteed, maybe even 10. But we're going to shoot for 5, and then we're hoping everyone else comes away with either 5 or 10 of their own. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I think that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap. Thank you, guys. We will be back here next Thursday. So if you are new, subscribe, because that way there you'll get notified when we go live. Or if you did download 100K roadmap, you're going to be on our email list, and we'll notify you through email as well. All right. That's it. That's going to wrap it up, guys. Have an awesome, amazing day. Take care. Take action. Get out there. Start creating. Talk to you soon.